Welcome, you're watching Head to Head. I'm Antonina Antosha with UATV. The story of love, war and death documented by those who were there. That's how the authors of the War of Chimeras documentary described their film. This is a story through the perspective of a young couple on the newest history of Ukraine, the revolution of dignity, the beginning of Russian aggression, and the first months of war when nobody realized how severe and long-lasting this war would be. Today we welcome in our studio Anastasiya Starozhytska. She is the co-director of the film. Hello and thank you for coming.
Hello, thank you.
So tell us, me and our audience, what the documentary is all about.
Well, yeah, thank you. Actually, we are the young couple, I and the guy, the volunteer who came to the war, Valery Lavrenov, and it's actually a story when a girl and a boy very sincerely tell each other their feelings during, the guy came to the war and the girl goes to the echo of the war, to the towns where war just came out, and then she went after him, and they try to describe their feelings during this trip, this existential and very real also trip.
Let's watch the trailer so the audience understands what it's about. Let's watch the trailer.
Взял раненого, на бок развернулся.
Самый одинокий мальчик на самой одинокой планете.
Вали по кукурузе!
So at the end, the trailer actually ends with the words, the story of love, war and death. Could you dwell on that? What does it mean?
Yeah, well, this is the most, I think, interesting things in our life. Love, life, death, and the war that actually happens with us, with our country. So we with my mom together as the directors, we think that it's the most interesting that we need to analyze, that we need to, to film about.
Was this your first directing experience? Is this your debut?
I had a feature debut on 2012, like it was a short movie about TV, about television, about Christine Chavak, the girl who made suicide in live air.
Okay, coming back to the War of Chimeras. What was the idea behind this documentary? How did you come up with the plan to actually make this movie?
When we live our lives, we didn't think about a movie. So we just filmed everything around us. And only after, I think in 2015, we think that it needs to be a story, because it needs to be a story, it needs to be a very inner story about the feelings, the story of really of a couple who investigates what happened with them and with our country. And I think we wanted to show the essence, the inner world, with the cinematography, with the help of cinema, because cinema can to do that, to show something that is, hidden, that is.
So would you say that you tried to film the fact that such a horrible thing as the war actually makes people cherish such a deep feeling as love more? Would it be correct to say?
Well, yes, because war do things very real, and love is everything, and we can understand such things as love and life more deeply.
Apart from this documentary, what is your personal experience of this war?
This so-called gray zone. Okay, so all these ruined buildings, districts of buildings, and people who now live in this very ruined zone. Because we wanted to go to Valery, but he was already in Ilovaysk, so we cannot do that, and we just circle around in this gray zone. So actually, I wasn't in real war.
Okay, but overall, if we talk about not only cinematography, but any form of art that exists in Ukraine and throughout the world, for that matter, would you think that the world would change art in Ukraine, meaning that the war might become the main topic for paintings, for stories, novels, cinema?
Now the peace need.
Peace.
Of course. And maybe the War of Chimeras is like the first step to Ukraine to bring the peace, the main theme, to the art, because war can only destroy, really.
That's true. Where have you presented your movie so far?
Now in Ukraine. Now we have not international premiere yet, but in Ukraine it was so great. We were on the main Ukrainian film festivals. Actually, the premiere was a year ago on the International Documentary Film Festival, Docu-Days.ua, and we were on Odessa International Film Festival in summer, and then we were in Rivne International Film Festival and got Grand Prix there.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
So I was about to ask if you have already had any feedback of the movie, but since you got the Grand Prix, of course you do. Do you have any projects for the future? Do you plan to cooperate with somebody? Do you plan to shoot another documentary? And if you do, what's it going to be on?
Yes, together with my mom, because now we
make a good team.
Yes, okay. Actually, it's a great team, and now we are. People like to say that we are not a mom and a daughter, but like sisters Starozhytsky. Yeah, but our next project will be not documentary. It will be a feature project. Yeah, and it will be like a philosophical, maybe like some kind of absurd parable, about because after the documentary film about the after the film that catches things where we were, we need to do a very surrealistic kind of view on the world, and the feature form is very good for it.
Okay, well, we're all looking forward to your new work, And I highly recommend all the audience to watch the documentary The War with Crimeas. That was Anastasiya Starozhytska. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
She is the co-author and co-director of the documentary called The War of Chimeras. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.